as I come across more beauty. And tomorrow morning, I will try to find the take a picture within the video setting and re-enable it, because it was there almost the entire time I had this phone, though I didn't start using it until 2022. But it's just too beautiful to... These are the landscapes I failed to get in 23 because I didn't bring the Constructs phone carrier with me. And if I hadn't thought of the stand at the last minute, then I wouldn't have had it either. But it's amazing how even in northern Pennsylvania, which is where I am, the landscapes are still so gorgeous. And this is going to be quite the video documenting all my travels. I mean, I won't be able to splice it together in the movie maker. It doesn't have room for that. I'm lucky that it takes the pictures and lays an audio track under it. It doesn't do anything else. But it's just too beautiful not to get. And I wish I'd got some of this in April of 11 when I was crossing the Appalachians, but that's when I turned to my cell phone only, and that cell phone got broken a couple weeks later, and I lost everything that was taken on it. So that's why I went back in July of 12 and July of 2022 to get the pictures so that I wouldn't miss anything. And since this is a completely unknown route and it's sunset, here I am getting these pictures again, well, video, before it gets too dark, which it probably will at Williams something or other port. But look at that, it's a pinkish purple. It is a pinkish purple when I'm filming. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's hope the video gets some of that. Well, the video did. This is a scene like what I would have seen out west. The service center at the very top of something, and the no trees in sight, at least in that specific area. And the sun has set now. So the full beauty is gone, and we're turning away from the sunset. So I don't think that there is anything left to get at this point. So I'm going to stop the video for, well, maybe I was mistaken. Look up ahead. If the highway turns there, look at those trees in the middle. Look at that. Now, look, it's a lot brighter on the screen than it is to my eye. It's getting dark to my eye, but the screen still thinks it's full daylight. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad that this is working so well. And we're about to round a curve again. There's some sunset out the window. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, and we're about to round the curve again and get to a beautiful valley view or something. Yeah, don't worry. Tomorrow morning I will set up the dash cam mount again. Wish I'd thought to build it with Constructs, but when he gave it to me I said, well, I don't need to build nothing. Wrong. I do. Because it's the only way it stays flat enough. It doesn't slide. It doesn't tip. And all you need is proper elastics. And you can get it to work. But no, these are far superior views to what I saw in 81 3 years ago and a half. So that is really something. And I'm very glad that I'm getting this now because it's so beautiful. And this is why I always love coming to Pennsylvania, because of the beautiful mountains and valleys and everything. And you see how the mountains overlap each other in the distance. So there's distant ones, there's close ones. It's really quite beautiful. And I've been coming to Pennsylvania for 15 and a now since July of 2010, because I first passed through on my way to Washington from Kingston. So I-81 was my route, and then I turned south for DC at Harrisburg. But I just can't get enough of these beautiful views. I mean, look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. So it proves that you don't have to travel but one day away from my home to get these beautiful pictures and videos. Ah, that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And we're rounding the curve and and I love how bright the screen is. I don't know what happened, but it shows brighter colors. It shows a brighter display than what I can see with my eye. So that's really quite something. I'm very happy that it's showing everything like this. I guess you only have a couple more minutes worth of room, but I'm just going to keep filming as long as the beautiful views are in place. It's only about 15 kilometers to Williamsport now. And I mean, this is just gorgeous. So I'm just going to be quiet for a moment and let you appreciate the beauty for yourself. That's enough silence. You can see a big cell phone tower on top of the hill, but these mountains make perfect sites, they're peaks anyway, for the cell phone signal. So now you have about a minute and a half left. Oh, my ears are popping again. We're descending. Oh yes, the sound just changed. Look at those lights in the distance on top of the mountains there. Now, I know these are the rounded Allegheny or Appalachian Mountains, yes. Getting into Harrisburg, we're probably crossing the Appalachians, actually, from the north. Even though we're only approaching Williamsport, which is about halfway to Harrisburg from Bath, Pennsylvania. Bath, New York, actually. And I'm staying in York. The very northern tip of York, though. And hopefully I'll find something to keep me busy, because it's only about an hour to Westminster, Maryland from there. Then you go west to Frederick, and you see the second Eternia Dream store there. And then you go west to probably stay in Morgantown for that night. I'm not going to try to take interstates going west from thing. I'll go up to Columbus and duplicate the route I took in the summer. So since we're down to about the last 20 seconds here, it's a good place to leave it for the night because my phone is now getting out of room. So hope you enjoyed this journey approaching Williamsport, Pennsylvania on US Route 50.